Tata Motors is planning to list one of its subsidiaries, Tata Technologies, this fiscal. It will be after over 18 years that India's primary market will see listing of any Tata Group firm. The Salt to Software conglomerate will use the proceeds to expand the business of Tata Technologies. But before the IPO is listed, the company carefully chooses its anchor investors. Market regulator Securities Exchange Board of India had introduced the idea of anchor investor in 2009. Anchor investors, also referred to as cornerstone investors in some global markets, are institutional investors who are allotted shares a day before the IPO opens. Big names in the anchor book instills confidence in the retail investors. Retail investors tend to take cues from the anchor book. On the flip side, if anchor demand is weak, it can impact overall subscription in the IPO. Anchor allotment can be made only to qualified institutional buyers or QIBs. QIBs are entities such as sovereign wealth funds, mutual funds, pension funds and foreign portfolio investors registered with market regulator, the Securities and Exchange Board of India or SEBI. Talks between the issuer and potential investors begin well in advance. However, the allotment can only be made one day prior to the IPO. In most cases, anchor investors are allotted shares at the upper end of the IPO price band. The list of investors to get allotment in the anchor book is decided by the investment bankers handling the IPO along with the issuer company. Anchor allotments are made on a discretionary basis, unlike in the IPO where allotment needs to be done on a proportionate basis. A company makes a stock exchange disclosure detailing the names of anchor investors and the number of shares allotted to them. Every IPO has three broad investor categories. These include QIBs, retail investors, meaning those investing up to 2 lakh rupees, and non-institutional investors or NIIs, who include high net worth individuals, corporate entities, and family offices. According to SEBI rules, a maximum of 60% of the shares reserved for QIBs can be allotted to anchor investors. A third of the shares available in the anchor book are reserved for domestic mutual funds. While those allotted shares in the IPO can sell anytime after the listing, anchor investors are subject to a lock-in period. Half of the shares allotted to anchor investors cannot be sold for a minimum of 30 days from the date of allotment, and the other half have to observe a 90-day lock-in.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.
सब अच्छी दिख रही हैं यार, कौन सी खरीदूं?
ये तो वही बात हुई, 4000 शेयर्स लिस्टेड है, कौन सा लूं?
वो तो सबसे आसान है।
तुझे 5 पैसा नहीं पता?
अब तो सबको पता है। 5 पैसा पर है 4000 स्टॉक्स की रिसर्च, टेक्निकल टूल्स और इन्वेस्टमेंट आइडियाज। डाउनलोड 5 पैसा नाउ।
अब तो सबको पता है, investing made easy and rewarding with 5paisa. Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.